Uh, Before making a telephone call, I'm guessing Ross doesn't rehearse. Perfect day, the singing to yourself. They're all really, I find these really interesting questions. But this journey that Ross has been on with injury, coming back from injury, changing mindset, where injury's been key driver, relates really similarly to my story. My first comp, developed a hip injury because I fell over in the warm up room. That's a story in and of itself. But then having pain be one of the main focuses in training for such a long time, I know that definitely shaped my personality because we're always trying to figure something out. I think most powerlifters listening to this understand that in powerlifting, we're always trying to figure something out. There's always something to solve. And part of the attraction is that we can solve it. Normally the question is, how do I add 5 more kilos or 10 more kilos to my squat? And so we set up a plan, we write a program, we do the work, we see the result, we add 10 kilos. We go, okay, that's a straight line. We figured that problem out. What's the next problem? How do I add another 5 kilos? So we keep on going again or again. But with chronic pain is all day, every training session, trying to figure out how can I move without causing pain. If you think about for a second how easily then your identity forms around your relationship to pain, constantly having to work out, is this going to hurt? Is the next thing going to hurt? I think that really, really colors an individual's personality. We know from the research that pain, especially chronic pain, does change the way we think, the way we operate in the world, and the way we see the world and ourselves in the world. So, Ross, welcome back. We're talking about chronic pain, and this is the bit that really interests me, is when you were working through all that stuff with your hip, what do you think that did to the way you saw the world? Obviously, it's frustrating not being able to solve a problem in training, because normally we're pretty good at solving problems. We go, how do we get another 5 kilos? We go out and we do it. Having a problem that doesn't resolve itself and almost throwing the kitchen sink at it at times to try and get beyond that pain. What do you think that did for you in there? What was the meaning that you ascribed to the pain? I think you said it before when you said after a couple of years, the meaning was, am I done?
Yeah. Like you're forced to face your identity, like in the thing that you think that you are. Like, oh, I am a power lifter. No, powerlifting is something I do. Powerlifting is not who I am. And like I've heard that before. I've echoed that before. I've said that before, but I hadn't yet until that point been blessed with the opportunity to face that within my own core being. And when we're able to face that and embrace that, and we can, I suppose, create some resolution with it, it's at that point that we can let it go. And that's kind of what a lot of it was for me. So to kind of understand this from my perspective and my world experience, I have to like go way, way back. In my youth, I got bullied and picked on a lot, to the point where at age 12, I was suicidal. And I didn't feel like I was worthy to live. I didn't have friends. There was just a whole lot of like mental hardships in going on for me at that time. And a couple of months later, so that would have been like the summer going into seventh grade. And in seventh grade was when I started playing football, and it was awesome. I got to hit people as hard as I wanted to, and I didn't get in trouble. And it was a massive release of the anger and pent up aggression that was inside of me. And I'm like, this is fun. Great. Cool. Sign me up. Let's go.